The address is 347 Don Shula Drive in honor of the legendary coach. The stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Miami Dolphins. With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go from Hard Rock Stadium. Ooh. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Right to the air goes Ward. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
On the jump.
From the 29. Here's second down and a yard.
19 tight. 60 by 6.
Out of the gun, Ward. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And he will dive into the end zone. 71 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
McLaughlin put it on the extra point. And the Dolphins are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid one back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. First play with Penix. This ball is intercepted. Tyson Campbell. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week. Come out early. Get some completions. Settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left. But this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Steady.
They'll run here. It's Breece Hall. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. is one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Okay,
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Another run here with Hall. And he is going to wind up out of bounds. What in the world was going on that play? A huge loss.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on first down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on second down. But now after taking a loss on first and second, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on third down.
ready,
Last two runs go nowhere and sets up third and very long. He'll go again with Hall. That's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up fourth down.
I used to have a coach that in these situations say, we're going to call a play, Mike, that in essence just adds yards to the punt. So it's third and a mile. Pick up as many as you can. If you pop one for the first down, great. But if not, you bring out the punt team, and however many yards you picked up on third down, you add it on top of the punt.
here we go, here we go.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Not sure I see the logic there. He's just going to take a knee down. Okay. So, all my years, here's one that you don't see often. The field goal team on first down. Elliott's kick is good. And the Saints are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He's going to let out to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35.
Ready.
The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Come on, come on.
From the gun, here's Ward. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. Down the sideline. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. A big-time play for the Dolphins. Pickup of 46 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll set up the screen to Hall. Out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On the set.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Set. Ready. Let's go.
Shotgun snap for Ward. That's complete to all the tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Okay, ready?
Now a 3rd and 2.
Ready? Ready?
We'll try to run for it with Hall. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for 1st and goal.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal.
Go! Gravity Lions! Ready, ready! Hut! Cup 19! Cup 19! Ready, ready!
Looking to throw, it's Ward. Quick throw, taken in. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal.
Back! Hut!
Now it's Ward. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that 2nd down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Bronco 80! Check, 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 check! Movement! Hut, hut!
Play action. Ward. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. On 1st down, it's Penix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That one complete to Watson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, here is Penix. Taken in, it's Tiz Walker. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And It's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
In motion, that's Thornton. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
We are through 1. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. They've got it 2nd down and 7.
Ready up. 72.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes in the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10. Is complete. And nice work there after the catch. He was a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's 1st and goal. They'll go big. 3 tight ends in the formation for 1st and goal. Allen is in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Saints will tie things up. It's now 10-10. All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. This taken in at the goal line. And that's well done by the kicking team, who's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's home. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
Taking down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Deputy.
Off play action, it's Ward. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Tight. 19 tight. Ready?
Throwing is Ward. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing, Ward. Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
Got it. Ready? Get it.
The handoff. Here comes Hall. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he'll take this one in. Breece Hall. Touchdown, Dolphins. That touchdown gives him 18 on the season. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Dolphins go up by 7. It is now 17-10.
Saints 10. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Anthony Gould now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And the lefty Penix on first down. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Throwing now, Penix on first down. That's into the hands of Horton. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one, and they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. First and 10. Throwing again, it's Penix. Oh, man, open downfield is Thornton. And he will go all the way. Dante Thornton, touchdown Saints.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Ward. Pushed out to his left. Oh, he tried to keep the play alive, but it is intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll run on 1st down, and here's Allen. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. They get 24 on that one, and just like that, it's 1st and goal. All resting on the 9. 1st down and goal.
70 Lions.
Here's a run. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Ball is at the 8 for 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, New Orleans. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no return here. This is a touchback.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Ward. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Ready, set.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Ward. That's caught by Harrison right side. Still going. And he will score. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown Miami. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Dolphins to tie this game at 24.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now return coming from the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Their own 31-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. Open man is Thornton. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. The man in motion is Watson. On first and 10, it's Penix. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt. And although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
On second down, here's Penix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to have a first down here as they are into field goal range at the 27.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
In motion, that's Thornton. Again, it's Penix. Toward the middle. That one caught by Watson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
First down, Saints.
Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints will move out in front, 27-24.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off.
So run it down. This side is out. So run it down. And some money down. So run it down. Another boy.
Okay, ready? 70 Lions. 19 tight. Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, it's Penix. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
From the 43, here's second down and 2. From the gun, here is Penix. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
Here's third and 2. From the gun, it's Penix. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down. On fourth down, here comes J.K. Scott to punt. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. First down. Ward. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
First down and one shy of 100. That was his 99th catch of the year.
At the 30-yard line.
Okay, ready?
So, first and 10 now from the 30.
60, go.
Shotgun snap for Ward. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Back-to-back gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back first downs.
Do a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go.
Oh, trying to keep the play alive, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there is a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and the first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Going to go off tackle this time to the left. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
19 Lions. Here we go, here we go.
In motion, that's Thornton. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up second and 7 at the 19-yard line.
Second down, they need 7.
Here we go.
Plant. It's Penix. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Derek Harmon in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6, but after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Okay,
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. complete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This one from 43 yards away. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Saints will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
On 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Ward will set up the screen to Hall, and that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Here's Ward. Well, left side, taken in by Thomas. That's a good game there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
These comebacks, they require a lot of trust and timing from everybody involved. If the quarterback's a little too early, the receiver's not out of his break. But if the quarterback's a little too late, that's when disaster can strike. So give credit. Really well timed. Really nice job by both guys.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
19 seconds. Get up. 60 Maverick. Cowboy 80. Steady.
They are going for it. It's Ward. That's hard. And he will go all the way. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Dolphins. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. And 17 for the season.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field. And after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Here's Gould on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it is Allen. To the 45. Still going. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Elliott, good on the extra point. Saints will open up a 6-point lead. kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go.
Back to throw is Ward. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the ball to start the second quarter as time expires here in the first. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up.
Fourth quarter begins on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 18.
It is 2nd and 6. Carry now for Allen. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
At the 16-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Got it. Ready?
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
Here we go. Go.
Looking to throw, it's Penix. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Cut 19. Come on.
In motion, that's Thornton.
60 Bison. 60.
Penix now off the bootleg. Now he'll run it.
1st and goal. Quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. 2nd and goal.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Third. Right there. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Saints. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Elliott on now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Saints will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready, set. Ready.
On first down, it's Ward. This one complete right side. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And he will score! Game on! Touchdown Miami! His 4th TD grab of the season. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Makes the score Saints 44, Dolphins 38. Chase McLaughlin.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
Warriors 70, 70, Timberwolves. Trap 60. Take over.
Throwing now, Penix on first down. He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second and 1 at the 44-yard line.
19 target. 70 range.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Pass caught right side by Thornton.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
19 tight.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. Oh, man, open downfield is Thornton. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, New Orleans. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Makes the score Saints 51, Dolphins 38.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35.
Let's go.
Now, first down throw for Ward. Catch made right side by Thomas. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, here's Ward. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early.
Warriors 70. Mustang 19. Check out.
Out of the gun, Ward. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
A quick slant into the hands of Thomas. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. And that's going to do it. It'll put him over 200 receiving yards in the game. What a performance. That grab also comes with a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Lions. Ready.
Off play action. It's Ward. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Caught by Harrison right side. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. And a milestone grab. Not just a first down, but catch number 100 on the year. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Here's second down.
Come on, come on.
Shotgun snap for Ward. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. Third down coming up.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
On the ground, it is Allen. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff, running right. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
One final chance for this defense. And here's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Penix. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. They're able to erase the memories from a win.